Howdy everyone, and welcome back to the Luna Geeks Out channel. Today, we are checking out NewJeans with their track, NewJeans. This may get confusing, but yes, NewJeans, I'm sure they need no explanation. They are massive at the moment. One of the somewhat newcomers to the K-pop scene. Y'all know I do not understand time, so I don't know how long they've been around, but, They blew up a little while back with, I don't know if it was with Ditto or with OMG that they blew up with. I believe it was one of those, though. I've heard Ditto all the way through, love that track. Haven't taken the time to listen to all of OMG yet. I need to, but I've really liked the bits I've heard. I've seen that one popping up everywhere. That's sounds like a really good one. Do need to go and give the rest of it a listen. But when I saw they had a new album, mini-album, EP, I don't know what word to use for it. When they had a new release coming out, I knew I had to get that stuff on there. They ended up putting out a video for, I think, every track on it, so, yeah, that's wild. But yeah, NewJeans, looking forward to checking this out. Without further ado, let's hop into it. And I should say, I believe this one has a long intro, so
But that's kind of boring, so
I'm gonna have no idea what's going on, most likely.
힘과 파워를 줄 수 있는
나 물건 크기를
like be able to talk with plants, know what they think.
나는 슈퍼파워? No, chocolate's better.
네, 그냥 사줄게.
What flavor do you want right now?
I can make for you.
I'm not
Don't
judging you. I'm
judge
just
me.
saying.
It's my superpower, guys.
이게 무슨 무술공이야?
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening right now.
손에 막 팡이 없어요?
I'm just here for the music, right?
두고 오세요. 근데 진짜 약간 딸기 초콜릿도 좋은데 진짜 밀크 초콜릿. 아니 근데 토핑같이 모함이 되게 많아.
Okay, something's happening. That ain't normal, I don't think.
초콜릿을 만드는
Nice.
크기 바뀌 a bit like a
Synths there.
나는 슈퍼파워?
Percussion as well. Bass. Well, that's an interesting texture on the vocals right there.
Make it feel like a game. Look at us, we go on and on again. We'll go on to the end. What we wanna do on and on again. Make it feel like a game. Look at us, we go on and on again. We'll go on to the end. What we wanna do on and on again. Look at that, you and me, switched it up. Who's this? Did I buy new jeans? So fresh, so clean. 얼마나 기다렸던 날.
Interesting sound right there.
Feeling so right. 또 한 번 더. I need to know you want some more. New hair, new tea, new jeans, new and
Yeah,
me.
the percussion in this track, really cool.
New jeans,
Shifting around a lot in ways. I'm
new tea, new jeans,
getting some more layers in there.
new tea, new jeans, you and me.
뭐야? 진짜 하시겠어.
And then outro chorus. Yeah, alright. Interesting track. I think I saw this as the intro for this. I could be mistaken on that. Has that kind of feel. Repetitive track. not quite it for me. I think there's a few things it could do better. Oh, it is the intro track on this. Yeah, a few things I think it could do better, but a lot of good stuff in there as well. A lot of good stuff in there. How am I already almost out of storage space on the camera? Let me fix that real quick so we can actually finish the video. Okay, now, before we talk about the music more in depth, we of course need to take a look at the lyrics, and these are pretty simple and pretty straightforward, so there's not a lot to dive into, but I'll quickly run through them and explain what's going on. Starting off, verse 1, look, it's a new me, switch it up, who's this? Both bits very straightforward right there. They've reinvented themselves, they switched it up as it says there. Who's this? You know, folks are asking, oh, who's this new person? Perhaps they're asking that as well. Who am I now? A couple different ideas within there, but it's just an idea of doing something new, reinventing yourself a little bit, and branching out a little more. All eyes on us NewJeans, so fresh, so clean. An idea that, you know, the group, they're pretty dang big right now. Everyone's looking at them, so fresh, so clean, sort of the place they seem to have in the industry. They definitely, to my understanding, were a bit of a fresh thing, if you will. It came in, sort of a breath of fresh air. Folks really got into them, so a couple of, oh boy, a couple of ideas like that within there. The day we've been waiting for, finally time to step out. Once again, ready for sure to have some more. So they are going out there, they are doing their thing, and they're going to have a great time, is essentially what we're seeing there. Into the chorus, this repeats 4 times, I think. New hair, new tee, new jeans, do you see? So, new hair, pretty straightforward. They're doing up their hair, they all nice and fancy. New stuff with that, a nice new shirt. New jeans, a bit of a double meaning here because, you know, they've got a nice new pair of pants, but also new jeans, the group, which is how it's written here in the lyrics. So that sort of combination of those ideas were, again, they're getting something new, but NewJeans themselves are something new, if you will. Do you see is just kind of looking like, hey, you see what's going on here is kind of the question I'm grabbing there. And then we have the refrain. Make it feel like a game, so they're just having fun with things, basically. Look at us, we go on and on again. We'll go to the end. What we want to do on and on again. And then that repeats one more time. So again, just an idea that they're doing their own thing, and you're just having fun with it. And then, unless I am mistaken, there is nothing new that happens in the rest of the song. We have verse 2, which seems to be exactly the same as verse 1, and the chorus, once again, nothing new there. So, okay, so I may actually be stupid. I somehow managed to miss that in the second chorus, it switches from NewJeans, do you see, to NewJeans, you and me. Pretty simple switch, much like the rest of the song, straightforward, but I should talk about it real quick. Basically, it's taking those ideas that we're seeing within the song and bringing in the audience, bringing in the listener, bringing in, I suppose, the fans a bit more of a connection there. They're a part of all of this as well. So it's shifting from this thing sort of specific to them to opening this idea up a little bit more and bringing more people in. Pretty cool stuff. Once again, pretty straightforward, but I quite like it. Yes, very simple, very short lyrics, pretty straightforward, but you know, they're solid. I don't have a lot to say on them. It's just a song about them having fun, doing their own thing, reinventing themselves a little bit, couple different ideas like that in there. There's not a lot to dive into with it, but the lyrics are fine. I have nothing to complain about with them. I think for an intro track, it works perfectly, where those tend to be a bit more simple, more setting up what's happening on the release instead of being their own standout track. So for that purpose, this works pretty dang well. So yeah, not a lot to say on the lyrics, but they are certainly fine. Switching into talking about the music, I did quite like that. Like I said, there's a few things I think it could do better, but there's a lot of stuff to like with it as well. Starting off with vocals, I quite liked those. There were a couple textures in there, and you'll have to forgive me, I don't know the members' names, and I don't know who's doing what part off the top of my head, so I'm not going to go into specific members, but there are a few sections that had some really cool textures within the vocals. In general, the vocals were quite nice. They are all some incredible vocalists, so yeah, I thought the vocals are fine in this. I do think they needed a bit more to match the music better. This was, well, it was a chill song. There's just an energy to what we had going on with the synths and the percussion and everything that just I don't think was matched with the vocals. And so I think they needed just a little more of a punch almost to really work for me. They were fine as was, but I do think they could have been a little bit more. So, yeah, a few minor issues with the vocals. I do think they could have done some more with them, but what we got was fine. It worked. It certainly showcased their skill. Just I don't think this was necessarily the song for this vocal style, if you will. There wasn't any guitar, which is normally the next thing I go into, so moving on to the bass, that was nice. I like that. I think that was an electronic bass instead of a bass guitar. Regardless, it was great. Fantastic texture to it, fantastic energy. Not really a big standout kind of bass that demands your attention, but a really good support for the music. So the bass in this was fantastic. The percussion, loved that. Highlight of the song for me. Just the groove and the beat with that was fantastic. There were different sounds and different textures that popped in with that I absolutely loved. That was a pretty big surprise for me. How often it switched things up and brought in something new while still feeling very cohesive. I would have thought for something like this, it would just be just a basic beat throughout, which works fine. If you can get into the groove of it, then hey, it's working. But there was a lot of stuff happening with the percussion here, so I was very pleasantly surprised with that. And then, of course, just the basic electronic elements, the synths and everything. Those were fine. I quite liked it. They didn't stand out to me as much as since in some of the other songs you've looked at recently, but no, they're fine. I liked them. They had a good energy. I think the vibe the song's putting out was fantastic, and the synths were a major part of that. It's mostly just a synth style I don't like as much. It's not something I'm going to criticize, because something that's just not my style, I'm not going to speak too negatively on. I thought it was really well done. Really well done. I loved the vibe of it. It's not a style I tend to go for, so I can't speak as positively on it, for sure. But all in all, not a lot to say on the song. Again, it's an intro track. There's not much you can say on that, but I thought it was fine. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I'll probably throw this one into my mix. I'll have to give it a couple more listens to see for sure. But it was a fun song, and that's about all I have to say on it. But I understand that I do mean that in the most positive sense I can. This was a very fun song. But I am out of things to say on the song. Short, simple tracks generally mean that there's not a lot of commentary that can be made. So, y'all know the drill. It is time to figure out what we will be checking out next time. Let's give the picker wheel a spin and see what we get. Are we going to stick with the K-pop? Are we going to switch back into metal? Is it going to be something else? Who knows? Ooh, Hanabia. Nice. What song is this? Pardon me, I have to go now, maybe? Am I getting the title right? I forget. I think that's the one it is. But yeah, Hanabia, Japanese metalcore band, one of my favorites. They are fantastic. Very excited to be getting into this. I've been waiting for this one for a good while now. That is an exciting thing to end up with. That is going to be fantastic. They put out some of the best stuff in the Japanese metal scene right now, I'd say. I absolutely love this band. Very excited to get the weird follow-up. It has been a strange 3-song run so far. Actually, strange 4-song run, because we had the Raven Age, then Beko, then this, and then Hanabia coming up. That is, none of those really fit together. But all good stuff. I haven't heard it yet, but I can assume the Hanabia one is good, but I'm rambling. I don't have much more to say, so I'm going to wrap it up here. That is going to do it for the video. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like if you liked, subscribe if you want to see more, and comment down below with your own thoughts on the track, any feedback or criticism, or anything you want me to react to. in the description. Link to the music video so you can go check it out, support the artist. Link to, I'll go ahead and make this my NewJeans reactions playlist. This will be the only thing in there for now, but there will be more stuff on the way. And my Korean music reactions playlist, so you can check out some similar content from me. And then links to my Discord server, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify playlist for all the songs I've reacted to, at least on top of Spotify. And my link tree, which has my other stuff in it in case any of that interests y'all. Anyways, like I said, that's going to do it. So once again, thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll be seeing ya.